In modern aerial warfare, the sky has become a battlefield of technology. Today, we're looking at two of the most advanced air-to-air missiles in the world: Israel's Python-5 and France's Meteor missile. This video is for educational purposes only, focusing on technology, tactics, and capabilities. The Python-5 is a short-range missile, designed to engage targets in close-range dogfights. Its advanced infrared seeker allows it to detect and track aircraft even from unusual angles, making it extremely agile in combat. The Meteor missile, on the other hand, is a long-range weapon. With its ramjet engine, it can maintain high speed over hundreds of kilometers, allowing a fighter jet to engage targets before they even come into visual range. But how do these two systems compare? Can the agility of Python-5 counter the range advantage of Meteor? Or does the long-range design of Meteor dominate modern air engagements? In this video, we'll explore the engineering, guidance systems, and real-world tactical philosophy behind these missiles. You'll learn how modern air combat balances speed, maneuverability, and strategy without any fictional or unsafe content. By the end, you'll understand the strengths and limitations of both systems and how they shape the future of aerial defense. This is an educational breakdown of technology and strategy, perfect for anyone interested in modern military science. Before we compare performance, speed, or maneuverability, it's important to understand why these missiles exist and how their design philosophies reflect modern air combat. The Python-5 missile is a short-range missile designed for within visual range combat, often called dogfighting. In these scenarios, fighter jets maneuver aggressively, performing sharp turns and high-speed maneuvers to evade the enemy. Reaction time is critical. In such chaos, the Python-5 excels. This missile uses an advanced imaging infrared seeker which allows it to see the target, not just detect heat. This means it can distinguish between real aircraft and decoys such as flares. A pilot doesn't need to point the aircraft directly at the target. With a helmet-mounted targeting system, the missile can lock onto targets even behind the plane. This is called full sphere attack capability, and it makes Python-5 exceptionally versatile in close-range scenarios. Now, consider the Meteor missile. This missile is designed for beyond visual range engagements. Its purpose is to neutralize threats before pilots even see each other. Meteor's main advantage comes from its ramjet engine, which allows it to maintain speed and energy throughout its flight. Unlike traditional missiles that lose momentum over distance, this creates what experts call the no-escape zone, a range within which evading the missile is extremely difficult. Meteor's guidance system combines active radar with mid-course updates from the launching aircraft, allowing it to adjust its trajectory and track targets over long distances. When we look at these missiles side by side, we see two different approaches to air combat. Python-5 emphasizes agility, reaction, and versatility at close range. Meteor emphasizes range, sustained speed, and strategic first strike. It's similar to comparing a knife fighter to a sniper. Both are highly effective in their own environment, but their success depends on the context of the engagement. Python-5 thrives when the fight is chaotic and close, while Meteor dominates when the distance is on its side. Understanding this philosophy is key to evaluating whether Python-5 can outmaneuver Meteor. The answer depends not just on the technology, but on how pilots use it, how the engagement unfolds, and the distance at which the combat starts. In the next part, we will explore a hypothetical engagement scenario showing how these missiles would interact in real-world conditions without exaggeration or fictional elements, strictly based on technical and tactical capabilities. To understand how the Python-5 missile and Meteor missile would perform in a real-world situation, let's imagine a hypothetical aerial engagement, strictly educational, focusing on technology and tactics. Picture two fighter jets approaching each other at high speed. One carries the Python-5, optimized for close-range combat. The other carries the Meteor, optimized for long-range strikes. The Meteor-equipped jet launches first, detecting its target beyond visual range. Thanks to its active radar guidance and ramjet engine, the missile can travel over 100 kilometers, maintaining high speed and energy throughout its flight. This allows the launching jet to engage the enemy safely without entering the risk zone of a dogfight. Meanwhile, the Python-5 pilot may not even see the incoming missile yet. Its infrared seeker, although highly advanced, requires closer range to effectively lock on. Initially, this gives Meteor a first strike advantage, as the missile's design is intended to neutralize threats before they can respond. However, air combat is dynamic. If the Python-5 pilot survives the initial detection and begins closing the distance, the scenario changes dramatically. Once within visual or short-range distance, Python-5's strengths come into play. Its full sphere attack capability allows the missile to engage targets at extreme angles, even behind the aircraft. The imaging infrared seeker can track the enemy despite countermeasures like flares. The missile is optimized for high-G maneuvers, making it extremely effective in chaotic, close-range engagements. At this stage, the Python-5 is no longer reacting. It can dominate the encounter. Its design philosophy favors reaction, agility, and adaptability, giving the defending pilot a chance to strike back effectively. Meanwhile, Meteor's advantage diminishes at close range. While it excels at long-range interception, its speed and energy are optimized for sustained flight over distance, not for the sudden, sharp turns required in a dogfight. Its effectiveness is therefore reduced once the engagement enters Python-5 territory. This hypothetical scenario highlights a key point. The outcome of missile engagements depends heavily on context. Python-5 cannot generally outmaneuver Meteor in a long-range confrontation, but in a close-range dogfight, it becomes highly dangerous, even against an initially superior missile. In modern aerial warfare, success is not determined solely by missile specifications. Pilot skill, tactical awareness, and the timing of engagement are just as critical. The Python-5 and Meteor illustrate this balance perfectly. One emphasizes short-range agility and reaction, while the other emphasizes strategic range and preemptive advantage. By understanding these dynamics, we gain insight into how modern air forces integrate technology, strategy, and human decision-making without relying on exaggeration or fiction. When discussing missile engagements, a common question arises: can the Python-5 actually outmaneuver the Meteor? To answer this, we need to clarify an important fact: missiles are primarily designed to destroy aircraft, not each other. So a direct Python-5 vs. Meteor duel is largely theoretical. However, we can analyze the scenario by looking at capabilities, technology, and engagement context. The Python-5 missile is one of the most agile missiles ever built. Its imaging infrared seeker allows it to track targets even in highly evasive maneuvers. The missile can operate in full sphere mode, locking onto targets at extreme angles, including behind the aircraft. Its agility allows it to pull high G turns, making it extremely effective in dogfight scenarios, where speed, reaction, and maneuverability are crucial. On the other hand, the Meteor missile is optimized for long-range interception. With its ramjet propulsion system, Meteor maintains high speed and energy throughout its flight. Its active radar seeker with mid-course updates allows it to adapt its trajectory to moving targets, creating a large no-escape zone. In this context, even evasive maneuvers may not prevent a Meteor from striking its target if detected early enough. So how does Python-5 compete? The answer lies in range and timing. Long-range engagement, Meteor dominates. Its design allows pilots to strike first and from a distance, reducing the likelihood of a Python-5 counterattack. Mid to close-range engagement, Python-5 excels. If a pilot survives the initial detection and closes the distance, Python-5's agility and advanced targeting systems allow it to track and engage effectively. Put simply, Python-5 can outmaneuver Meteor, but only under certain conditions, specifically when the engagement is within short range. Beyond that range, Meteor's speed, sustained propulsion, and strategic advantage make it highly unlikely that Python-5 could react in time. Another factor is pilot strategy. Missile performance isn't determined by specs alone. How pilots use the missile, anticipate threats, and maneuver their aircraft can drastically influence outcomes. For instance, launching Python-5 from unexpected angles can neutralize the initial range advantage of Meteor. Using terrain, radar suppression, and timing can create a window for Python-5 to engage. Ultimately, the comparison highlights a broader lesson in modern aerial warfare. Technology alone doesn't decide the fight. It's the combination of missile design, pilot skill, tactical decisions, and situational awareness. Python-5 demonstrates extreme maneuverability and versatility, while Meteor demonstrates preemptive range and sustained lethality. In conclusion, Python-5 cannot generally outmaneuver Meteor at long range, but in close range, agile combat, it becomes one of the most formidable defensive and offensive tools in the sky. In the final part, we'll examine the overall implications for modern air combat, summarizing strengths, weaknesses, and what these two missiles reveal about the future of aerial defense.